have you ever been to a historical exhibit or museum exhibition before?
In numerous occasions, yes.
Okay, what were your reasons to going to one?
Just to provide context for the corresponding nation's history, culture, and what happened to their past to the day they became for today's world.
Okay, and what events are the most memorable to you in general, and what made it stand out?
Within
In
the
general, in
context of
general.
the in general, mine would be managing to go through different nations and looking through the museums as well. But in particular, would be in the eastern countries of Europe,
Yeah.
where the memorials of Joseph Stalin, the communist country, where the Cold War took place firsthand, that led a huge impact to the world that we got today was pretty impactful in a way.
Yeah, and you felt that all of that historical context was very meaningful and like made impact on you.
Yes, because it provides context to a world that you didn't live through.
So you believe like it's an interesting event and all that.
Oh, pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, I would agree.
Okay. So, do you find yourself interacting much with exhibits, or do you tend to stray from one area to another? So, do you just like to stay put and in one area for a long time, or do you just like looking around in general?
I would take it slow and take my time because I would like to, as museums and exhibits in particular, like to section off their attractions and the history points. I would like to stay put, and analyze everything within the room, and then move on.
Okay. Do you think having a mobile application app to focus on would further distract you from experience? So, in the context, would mean a companion app, for example, something to look at for maps or giving more information as you are in the museum. So, would that distract you, you believe, or would it add more to experience?
I would say it would add more as it provides an interactive media for the person in questions or the individuals that have the app.
Yep. Okay. Next. Next question. Do you often research about events before attending them?
I would have a preliminary study,
Yep.
but at the core of it, I would like to go in blind just to see how it is.
Yep. Why is that the case?
The case would be that you can't experience the nation's history through a Wikipedia article. Everyone can do that, but to have the opportunity to be there firsthand and showing everything such as memorials, memorabilia,
Oh no no.
artifacts from the
I
time.
mean like why would you research do like base research before attending?
That would be typically to ask questions within the staff or the guides
Yeah.
if
Okay. Yep.
provided.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
So have you ever used a companion app before? For example, festival companion app, video game supporting companion app like Animal Crossing Pocket Camp or the Mirror's Edge one, etc.
Not that I can recall. No.
Yeah, okay, that's all right. All right. What would motivate you to continue learning new things and actively participate? For example, achievements or real world rewards?
In terms of the app to continue using it,
Yeah, in general, what do you think will encourage you to learn more? Would having achievements help? Would having like real life like coupons or like cashback stuff would that encourage you more?
oh yes, that would definitely encourage anybody.
Yeah, and you find
Yes.
that which
Uh,
what do you think would encourage you the most?
uh, I would say in terms of app usage and app rewards, a coupon or something that you would describe like discounts, coupons, a more premium access to different locations as with your continuous use of the app with the corresponding agencies.
Okay. So between images, videos, or text, how would you like your information to be presented to you and why?
Video would be the most uh, would be the most interactive form of amongst them.
Yeah.
Primarily because in a museum or an exhibit, you will be bombarded with the text and the clues and the history, backgrounds, etc. behind these texts. But in a video setting, you can, for example, reanimate a certain scene or reanimate or reanimate certain dialogues that they may have spoken during that time to provide a bit more flavor into what you're trying to understand.
Yep, okay. Would you use discussion boards or commenting feature to converse with other visitors, or do you prefer to simply observe?
Simply observing would be sufficient as it is.
Yeah, so you prefer to just like work on your own means in general, not really too interested in the
Yes.
interactive? Okay. What are your most utilized apps right now, and why do you continue to use them?
May I get a extension of the meaning of abstract?
Oh, no. What are your most utilized apps, and why do you continue to use them?
Oh, sorry. Oh, apps.
Yeah. Right now.
Primarily right now is media documentation app to keeping my sources to keep my sources sorted and concise so that if I ever required a specific source, they would be there in ready.
So it's more on technicalities, more on resources kind of app instead of like
Yes,
entertainment.
that would be correct.
Yep. All right. And last question, do you think there's a generational gap between older and younger users online?
In the current generation gap, there would be.
Yeah.
Primarily because the past generations, primarily the parents, over at this point over maybe around 40 to 50, did not grow up with the applications that we commonly use today. But for the younger generations, it is pretty much their entire life since the birth.
Okay.
You may say they were exposed from the very beginning. So yes.
Okay, cool. And as a younger user, what do you think differentiates you from your older peers when using technology?
Difference could be the difference could mainly be subjected to experience and the environment that they grew up in. So the technological prowess from my generation compared to older generations would be more sufficient and more familiarizing compared to the older generation.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for your time.